What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to update this bad boy to Betaflight 4.6, or like the new version is named 2025.12.1. So let's start right into it. Before we can update the flight controller, we need the latest Betaflight configurator. For this we need the progressive web application for Chrome. I will put the link down in the description. We can also use this application as a standalone application. Now we can connect the quad to Betaflight and do our backup. We got three options to do the backup. The first option is to take screenshots from each configuration page and save them separately. The second option is via the presets tab, where we can save our backup. The third version is the classic version via the CLI tab. Via the command dump, we can save the backup. Now we can flash the FC via Betaflight. We use the auto detect function and check if the detected FC is the same as we have physically. We also check if we're on the latest stable release. For this build I use a digital system, so I have to choose the OSD protocol digital. In order to use the benefits of Betaflight 4.6, I have to add under other options altitude hold, magnetometers if you have one or use one, and position hold. Now we can load the firmware online and check the status via the indicator. After downloading the firmware successfully, we can flash the firmware. Before flashing the firmware, Betaflight forces you to save a backup like we did before, so we give it the name again. After flashing the new firmware, we need to calibrate the accelerometer. Now we can restore our backup via the presets tab, load backup. Save the warnings from the CLI. Some of these values were removed or renamed. After comparing the screenshots, I realized that UART1 wasn't set for serial RX and the controller wasn't working. I also found that within the pit tuning tab, the mode was enabled or set to off, so please be careful with this one. Also, the dynamic damping was set to 1, so I set the old value 0. Under the motors tab, I changed the motor idle to 6% like before. Within the modes tab, make sure that altitude hold and position hold are on the same switch. If you don't have or use a magnetometer on your quad, you have to set the value position hold without mag to on in your CLI. Updating your quad is also a good opportunity to check your ESC firmware. For this, you have to take off the props, connect the battery and read the settings via the application. As you can see, I'm running the latest BlueJay ESC firmware, so there's no need to update for me. In order to use position and altitude hold mode, you need to set your hover throttle correctly. For this, switch on angle mode and check the hover throttle. For this squad, the hover throttle is 30%. I will add 5% and set the value to 1350. The functions position hold and altitude hold will use the angle mode. So if your quad drifts a lot, you definitely need to trim your ACC. You can do this easily on the field with the Betaflight stick commands.
It wasn't easy to find a place here in Bangkok to test the drone, but we found a nice spot here, so let's try position hold and altitude hold mode. So, first we need to fly straight and check that the arrow on the left top corner is correct, and I can see that it's pointing correctly now. So we have a minimum distance to fly for this. And now we're coming back to test position hold. So you can see the low throttle is about 25%. Check, now we are here. We want to try this here for the camera. Maybe a little bit far. And now position hold. Okay. I'm doing nothing at the drone at the moment. The drone is flying automatically. I can lower the throttle to 0%. Let's check if it looks good. Yes, it looks good. This is not the initial height we had before. So, as you can see, I'm doing nothing at the controller and the drone is holding its position for itself. This looks pretty good at the moment. Pretty stable. We will try another time. I will fly straight and hit it hard to see how smooth it will cut into position hold. One more thing, what's very important, before you switched from position hold or from altitude hold mode to the normal flight mode, you need to raise the throttle at least to the throttle that is your hover throttle. So I will increase the throttle to 40%. I know we will flying upwards, like this one. Yes. And now we're back in the normal mode. So we're flying a little bit here around. Coming back towards us. And we're trying to hit position hold again with a hard cut. Let me do this right now. Position hold. Okay, let me check this one. This looks pretty good again. We can lower the throttle to 0% or less. Yeah, it will do nothing. You can also adjust the position at the moment, as you can see. And as far as I know, yeah, if you raise the throttle to maximum, you will also increase the height. So the normal way to hold for position hold is that your sticks stay in the middle till a certain amount of deadband. It will go higher or it will go lower, like this, very slow, almost like the DJI drones. And before we hit back to normal flight mode, make sure that you increase the throttle at least to the position of your hover throttle. So let's bring this bad boy back and try return to home with auto land function. So before we can hit return to home, we need a minimum distance away from the home point. But first let's check if the error of the home indicator is correct. It's at the moment it's wrong. You can see it. Maybe I have to fly a little bit further. Still wrong, still wrong, still wrong. Yes, very wrong. Now it looks good. Okay, this looks good. I think now it has the home direction. Yes, okay. So we need the minimum distance of 10 meters in order to hit return to home. We try this one. The first one's safe near us. So at about 30 meters right here. Now I'm hitting return to home. The quad will fly to the maximum altitude. Go to return to home like this. Check this one. And it will come down, hopefully safely, not within the trees. This one looks good at the moment. Yeah, coming down very slowly. So as you can see, I'm doing nothing on the controller. So let's see how good this works. Okay, it's drifting a little bit, but this is okay. Okay. For the first try, it was okay. The starting point was the stone right here, so it's within 2 meters. It's pretty fine. So let's try it another one. First deactivate, return to home, disarm, and all the functions. So perfect. So let's bring it back to the starting point and hitting return to home and auto landing a second time with a hard turn flying to the bridge. So let's fly a little bit further so we have the arrow set correct. So nice palm trees over there. Ich bin erschrocken, weil ich dachte, I thought there was a snake, so let's hit return to home pretty fast. Let's try it over the water. Easy. Come, let's go. Return to home. Return to home is hitting in. It will increase its height and now it will come back to the starting point. I have to check this one. Coming over there. Okay, this looks pretty good so far. So at the moment I'm doing nothing and the drone will come down slowly. It decreases very slowly. This looks pretty good at the moment. I hope this time it will not bump on the ground. Yes, this looks good. Looks very good. Come down. It's almost the same position like before. Whoop. Okay. I have to check this setting, but from now on, 2 times in a row, it looks perfect. So yeah, I really like Betaflight 4.6.
Alright, that's it for this Betaflight 4.6 update and real-world flight test. Drop your questions or your own experience with position hold, altitude hold or return to home in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.